Hello everyone, I'm not Matthew Shearer, I am Daniel Long. This is Sudrian Radio, apparently. Yeah, and these are our three panellists, or people apart from me on. There is Jake.
Panellists.
And there's Ty.
Hello.
And there's Ben, or Neb.
Hello.
There we go, they're all saying hello. And we're going to be here for... I don't know.
How long?
I don't know, we'll see how far we go.
It's about an hour and a half, isn't it? Or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, you're going to be here for... Yeah. So, so Jake, what are our topics?
I'm not too sure because I can't see. Because I'm doing the stream, Dan. I can't see.
I will do it.
You're blind.
You silly man.
Kronk, the leg.
Oh.
What Ty does. What I do. Creative writing, location, plot, characters, etc. And questions.
Done. Okay, so let's start with the first of our panelists. Let's start with you, Ty.
Me?
Yeah, let's start with you.
Who?
Okay, so Ty, you're Sudrian Afro on YouTube, apparently. And what do you do?
Not really, I don't do anything.
Oh, well, you do music.
Oh, do I?
You do, apparently. And I'll probably add some of your music here. But anyway, so why do you do it? And also, why do you make music?
Well, it started out a few years ago when I was at school. And because I was starting to play guitar and that. But then I got bored of that and I thought keyboards more creative, so then I started creating like all my favourite tunes on GarageBand at school. And then I started out to do it on my phone, and then I found that when you got me into Mixcraft, which I never heard of before.
Which, fun fact, Dan used to make music as well.
I did, and there won't be an example. There probably will be an example of my music. My music.
Quote unquote.
But yes, and you got into Mixcraft because of me, apparently.
So then, what it started out is that started making like little themes like the ones from Edward's Exploit, and then it turned on to like little bigger ones like the Skarloey theme, and then started making all like season 4 and 5 stuff. And then when we finally got Sean of SI3D into our chat, he made me whatever. he linked me to a virtual instrument which you can add onto Mixcraft, which helps you make the original synth sounds from season 1 and 2 of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, blah blah blah, that Mike O'Donnell and Junior Camel made. So I started out a bit rusty, a bit crappy, but then
you've done say that. Yeah, I thought you started out pretty well.
Bang out of the gate.
Compared to now, anyway.
Well, yeah.
So I think the first theme I did was the Busy theme from season 1.
I'll have a look at that. Hold on.
Yeah, you'll find it on YouTube somewhere. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then it got more into bigger things. And then I remember there was this time when Sean and I were looking for that sound. You know, on Henry's theme.
Sound it for us.
Yeah.
Ty.
Well, think of it this way, Dan. The instrument that goes that one.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that instrument.
They're kind of like yeah.
Well, was it right?
Was it decent?
Anyway, yeah. So then we're trying to find that, because I thought if I didn't have that synth, then I won't be able to make a lot of the stuff I was able to make now. So finally, after about a few months, got that sound, and then we managed to do the repairs theme and so on, and Duck's tired theme and all that. And now today, and recently, I've made Terence the Tractor's theme, which has been known as a tough one to do, with all the click clack noises and that. And Bertie the Bus's theme, which I will play. Well, someone will play in a minute, because I've just done an extended one today. It's about a minute and a half or something, but it's really long.
I imagine Jay will just add like a sound clip into the video there.
Well, I'll add it in, and it won't be a minute and a half, because I think that'll get pretty distracting eventually.
And 2, whenever you'll probably publish it before this comes out, I think, so I'll just put a YouTube link in somewhere.
I'm probably going to put it on YouTube later, you know. Probably. Knowing me anyway.
No, just because this is quite good. Ben, you also do music. Well, all three of you do music. I feel
I'm not finished yet, you shunt.
I'm sorry.
Daniel, you're getting ahead of yourself, man.
I'm so sorry.
And just to let people know, the theme I plan on doing next is James's theme from Troublesome Trucks, where it's all that crap. But it's gonna. No, that's his Triumph theme from James and the Coaches, but it's in a slightly higher.
Foolish boys.
You know nothing. Anyway, but in Crosby. No, but then it's going to be the one from Troublesome Trucks. It's a bit longer, more strings and stuff, much more orchestral crap. And then I don't know what I plan on doing after that. Oh, I want to do the "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" ditty from Thomas's Christmas Party. Wrong time of the year, but it's a nice theme, and I plan on getting a lot of singing that way. And someday I plan on doing Percy's and Gordon's and
Sausage dip.
And probably Toby's, which Sean has been pestered. Yes, I was just about to go on to that, Sean. Harold's theme, right. This is the thing. Earlier today I was going to make...
I'm Harold.
How yeah. I was actually going to make Harold's theme earlier today because I was bored, and I started playing around with the synths, and then I listened to the real thing, and I thought, no, I'm not going to get it like that, so I just rage quit.
Well, and Toby's theme has a lot of
very... That's essentially me in a nutshell with Mixcraft.
Toby's theme has a lot of really strange instruments.
Toby's theme is really slow.
Yeah.
No, Toby's theme is using the Is It Wrong, Is It Decent synth, using the flute as little fluttering flutes in the background, and then a weird clarinet sort of sound. But then we have this jingly bell sound in the background, which I can't really get on how they did that.
But yeah.
Because personally, I think that Mike and Junior didn't use just the Jupiter 6. I think they used some other, at least one other thing. I know they used the piano and a Lynn drum kit set.
And then laid the tracks over each other.
I always thought that they actually recorded it off a real piano, though. Like, if you look at
yes, they did. That's you can tell it's probably piano. Like, listen to the Thomas and the Trucks theme that I did.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Even the actual Thomas theme, you can tell that's a real. Well, it's actually Hong Kong, isn't it? Am I getting that right?
It's not a proper honk tonk piano. Because a honk tonk piano's like a bit more out of tune than that. It's just really twinkly. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tidmouth Terminer says do more ditties. Well, I did a lot of ditties that some of you haven't heard, but if you've watched NW1 1991's videos, you would have heard at, let's say, the start of Stepney Special. It's got that.
I'll play it. Go on, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll play it now.
I can add it on in the edit.
No, you're not.
It'll sound better.
No.
Do it anyway.
I've got a good microphone-ish.
But you don't... No! You can do this, let me add it in the edit.
Fine, just play it now, just to let them hear it, but then you can cut this bit out and add the proper one in the edit. Is that alright then?
Yes, as long as nobody talks.
So it's something like beautiful like that, which helps for stuff like, let's say, if Dan did an episode or whatever.
I just put that at the start.
Yeah, because
it doesn't matter if it's even related to the actual episode. You know, just stick it in there.
It's just generic tracks.
It's a good start because the harmonies and all that. It's good and that, isn't it? So
it's very generic, but it's generic in the good way.
And then hang on, let me play another one.
Ooh, number 3.
Which is
season 4.
No, number 3. Number 6. Number 6.
Oh, okay.
Number 6.
Wasn't that from Rock and Roll?
The very end.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's either Rusty or Rusty and Duncan.
Donkey and Rusty talking together.
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
I know it's not seen a
Sorry, this is a family-friendly live stream.
Well, again, it isn't.
Oh, did them, Sean.
Yes, Sean, I do hate you. I hate your guts and your more northern than me outlook on life.
Yeah, despite making loads of models and basically featuring them in every episode.
Yeah, this is...
How dare you, Sean?
This is details. Yeah. No. Grrr.
Yeah, you noob.
Corruption.
Time's gone, is he?
Oh, Christ! I think he has.
Oh dear.
Oh well.
I could tell because everything just went quiet.
Very
for a
much
bit,
so.
didn't it?
I know that everything went quiet. Time must be gone.
Oh dear. So Ben,
Oh,
what
he's
is
lost
it
connection.
that you do?
Because just carrying on this theme, because I'm taking control.
There we go.
On the theme
And
of music?
Yeah, let's carry on the musical
Okay.
theme. But
The music theme. The music theme. Well, I do tracks or themes occasionally if I just get bored or something like that, but I never get to finish them off because all the backing notes, I've got terrible hearing and I can never get them right, and so it just makes it all sound bollocksed. Probably the best one I did was the the intro to the Night Train song, actually. And that was probably the most fullest one I ever did, apart from a few ditties or whatever. But that's about it, really.
Would you say that was
kind of-
more difficult than some other things that you've done because it was longer, or?
Believe it or not, no, it's actually quite simple. Once you get all the, if you get the beat right, it's fairly simple, really.
so why don't you finish it off?
Because it goes on to that bit where it's like which it's very how do you say it
Okay,
different
Yeah.
to the actual
fair enough.
So, hold on, I'm just going to blow my nose. Oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry, Ben was just doing some weed.
Quite.
Yeah,
Sickening.
yeah.
So, but you also,
Family-friendly chat, Dan.
you also, the children need to know.
They do. They're going to be
Children.
exposed to it anyway. Might as well get started now.
Oh, they're also exposed to weed.
Oh, yes. Let's be specific here.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
But yes, you also model.
Oh
Ben.
god, yeah. It's actually kind of funny how that came about. It was
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
well,
This
it's not really
sounds
funny
like
as
a
much as
story
it's
to
a very
me.
long, boring story. But it basically started
Sorry
out.
about
Oh,
that.
nice man.
Internet's, I'm just going to warn people here. Internet's really dodgy and keeps going off. It's the filter, you know, the ADSL filter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think.
It's really dodgy, so we bought a new one, and that makes the internet go slow. But our old one has a fast connection, but it keeps disconnecting. So it's kind of ish.
So essentially, your internet is buggered.
It's
Well-
raped, yes.
To quote Sean, he's never heard Ty's internet go off before.
And one thing I wanted to mention.
go up before.
Zoinks!
Zoink,
No,
Scoob!
What?
Oh.
One thing I wanted to play just before you moved on to Ben.
Oh, well, that's
Was
a
the-
bit late now, but we'll go back to you.
Fine. Continue with time.
No, it was the piano for Terence.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
so
to
that
show-
actually
just-
sounded really nice.
Just to show people how complicated it is. Anyway,
It is.
Shit.
Shut up, sure, no one cares about your ears.
so you're horrible.
Yes.
Meanie.
Sean said make it stop for those who can't see the live stream on the repeat. On day!
That was very nice, and I can't imagine how difficult that was. Because there's so many harmonies.
No.
And it was.
No, don't nitpick my arse. Wait, hang on.
I'd rather he didn't nitpick your ass.
I just thought what I just said then.
Yeah.
No.
Expect to see that at the end of a generic video I make.
Oh.
Rather not. You're not a pleasant sight.
Oh, hello. But, so yeah.
I was just going to say, a lot of the stuff that you hear, like what you just played then, Ty, was the piano. A lot of that you don't actually hear in the theme, and it kind of shows you how
Well, trying to.
How much is it theme, really?
Well, I'll thank Chris Signal for this one, because Chris Signal sent a lot of audio inverts of the early years DVD episodes, and because all that audio is remastered into stereo, you can hear all the backing instruments like piano, synths, blah blah blah, and So because I got he managed to send over Thomas Terrence in the Snow, and I used that, and same thing with Bertie's theme, because Bertie's theme I didn't want to do that because of the piano either, but I mastered that.
Yeah.
And that was alright.
But it's funny you should say that, actually, because I have the restored DVDs as well. I got them for Christmas, actually.
It's only season 1. It's only season 1 early years, and season 4 and onwards that has stereo audio.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because they're restored, and I try to invert them, but it just sounds like bollocks.
Yeah, crap.
Really.
Yes, season 2 and 3 don't have stereo. Tracks or, yeah.
Well, they're all bollocks.
It's all bollocks.
Oh, rubbish!
Oh, God. Oh, I think Jake's gone, has he?
Oh, no, I'm still
Jake's
here.
not gone.
I'm just being very quiet.
Oh, right, you're just quiet.
I was just
and in case Dan does get round to making Percy and Harold one day, there is a said Harold Helicopter to a Percy You Are Slow song that I've done.
Yes.
Which is fantastic.
Actually, Ty, can you make an instrumental for Percy and Percy and Harold? Considering you did, you know.
I've done.
Well, the problem. Oh, the problem. There, I think.
Oh, you mean a full episode? All right.
Yeah, like.
For one, I need a
Harold Steve.
Oh God, yeah.
And Percy's as well.
Sean, I didn't use the sheet music because I don't know where it is. So I just I did that from air, you shunt. Anyway, no, I need to do Harold's theme and Percy's theme, which I cannot be bothered doing yet.
Well, you kind of did Percy's theme, didn't you?
No, we'll never speak of that.
Says Ty, not knowing full well that I'm going to edit it in the background of this very radio.
No,
that's going to be the intro theme.
Who's Timothy Turnus? Who's this guy?
Someone who knows how to copy and paste. Moving swiftly on. Ben, your funny story about modelling.
Yes.
Oh yes. So it was about when I first started modelling. It was about February. It was about February of 2012. Believe it or not, it was only a year ago. And I started off using Gmax for about 2 models, and then I thought, I hate this program because it was just so outdated. I don't even know why I used it in the first place. I think it was because it came with trains in the first place. So I thought, fuck it, just load it up and try it out. I got into it, and then I did get into it, but I got into the whole modelling thing. I didn't get into the Gmax. Just ignore what I just said.
There you go.
So then I started using Blender, and actually, there's someone on the forum, the Callie, I think his name is now. I can't remember. And number 1 Thomas. Is it Kaylee?
Yeah.
I don't know. And number 1 Thomas fan, and I originally started off on their forums, believe it or not, and I posted all my stuff there and whatnot. And of course, the content was shit because I just started using it. But they actually helped me quite a lot. Like Thomas, number 1 Thomas fan.
Thomas helped me so much.
But he gave me a few tips on how to animate the wheels and stuff like that, and the Cali, just Tommy Lee, that's his real name, if he doesn't mind me saying it.
Too late now. Internet's going off.
Oh God.
Internet's going off.
Goodbye.
Stop saying that.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But it's that thing on Skype. You know, when the little grey symbol comes up.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Ben will probably know what I'm talking about because Ben's got crappy internet as well.
Yes, but it's only crappy when I browse and go on Skype at the same time.
Yeah,
And download
Skype,
Steam games, so...
Yeah, Skype messes it up, like,
It's
really
only
bad.
crappy when I use the internet, said Ben.
It's not as crappy as the first one.
So it's crappy as the first one. But yeah, they helped me a lot in it, and then my SI 3D account was accepted, and then I started moving over to there, and it kind of grew from there, really. And I was actually with Northwestern Railway 3D for about...
I think everyone's been with Northwestern.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
Wow.
No offense to Jonathan, but I think there was like 14 members. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why me and Aaron left, was because there were so many on the team. But then...
I don't care if they hear me, what a terrible website.
What is?
Nothing.
Oh. But,
oh, no.
What a small site.
but then,
This little shack.
We're much too good.
what a small shed.
I think it's nice.
Well, you would
It's
do.
nice. I think it's nice. I think it's nice.
I think it's nice, said Skarloey, and not really a Welsh accent, but he tried it anyway.
Anyway,
Bill,
off topic.
Bill, you're not helping.
So Ben, what
topic,
models
guys.
have you made? What do people know you for, and what don't people know you
Oh.
for?
Bloody hell.
Hargreaves, he's made Hargreaves.
Hargreaves Best Model 2012.
Hargreaves best pony. There, I said it.
I need to make that in Pony Creator. Probably Boko. I'm just looking through my files now. Boko Mavis. Wilbert 16. These are a few of the iconic ones, I suppose.
Daniels.
Yes.
Rusty.
Right, yeah, is that
Rusty.
iconic? I don't know. Rusty.
Just Rusty.
Just
That's about... He's not iconic, is he?
Toby got a 4 out of 5.
A's
That's
loved.
true.
Is he the...
I was actually surprised by that, because I thought that was one of my shit models. But,
You joking? Lovely.
Lovely.
I
Lovely.
touched that shit up.
Dickhead.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's
Here
cool.
I am, trying to get...
Oh no, go on, Dan.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So
Oh, and by the way, for people...
Oh, Ben's gone now. All right.
Sorry, so just for people on the stream, just this.
Is it decent? Decent.
That's what I mean.
Ba-dum-bum.
I'll edit a better version in.
That kind of sound looks like... Because I thought a bit of live music would be good, wouldn't it?
Yo, Jules Bloody Holland.
No.
Your Jules Bloody Holland.
Oh my god.
sorry about that, as you said earlier.
There.
So I continue on what I was saying. Dr. Assassin. Yes, I did actually start on Peter, Sam and Duncan, although because Peter Sam was actually one of my...
You what?
You earned 4 Sean stars.
14 stars.
50,000 stars.
They're like Michelin stars, but shit.
Hold on.
To what?
Back in a second.
Oh, these are.
Well, what fun. Oh. What are people saying in the stream, Dan?
Well, Sean said F you, Dan, so I think I'm going down well with Sean.
He's
That needs
trolling.
editing. I'm sorry, but to keep it family friendly, that needs editing with a James whistle.
Okay then.
This much Daniel can do.
I think I can just about find a James whistle. This is going much better than last time.
I know, there's long pauses, and it's fantastic.
Sorry.
There's long pauses and awkward moments. It's like nectar.
What fantastic entertainment.
Sorry, I went to go get eclairs, because they're f***ing lovely. Oh.
God.
Dear God.
By the way, Ben, Aaron said something like, you made a model, it's big and flesh-coloured, and it's drivable when it shouldn't be. And we all know what that is.
An arm.
Oh, no.
Nope.
You can't.
It's a giant driver, isn't it, Ben? It's a giant driver.
Yes. Yeah. But it's not the driver you're thinking of.
These are going on about how they can make Thomas whistle on their pianos.
I know, but I don't...
Can you guys make a duck one, dude?
Oh God, don't... Not duck.
No, it's duck.
God's
Okay,
sake.
it's duck.
It's duck. Steen O'Connor's new ball. Duck.
It's duck.
It's just duck.
People
That's all.
wonder
People ask
what
me.
it's like to have the secret
it's duck.
and
I'll just answer Darth Assassin's question about Duncan and Peter Sam. They were actually the first one of the, they were one of the first models that I ever did. Am I saying that correctly? I don't know. So there's these on cylinders. They have vertices that kind of determines how many points it has. Really, I don't know. But I put so many on that, it lighted the shit out of Blender because I didn't have any concept of modelling really, so I didn't know about different kind of techniques or whatever. So if I was to ever do them, I would do them completely over again. Just, yeah. Basically.
Dan, what's so funny?
Well, Ben just said, if I was going to do them, I'd do them completely over again. And if I was the only one to notice that, I'm sorry.
I would have expected Ty to get that.
It wasn't decent.
But, yeah, that's basically it, really.
That's because this has gone quite well, and I think we've got about 15 minutes worth of questions if we ramble a bit. Let's go on to the YouTube questions.
But briefly, Ben, what, if anything, do you have in the works right now?
Oh, technically Percy.
Make TVS big foreign engine now.
Yes, and he can have, and the foreign engine can have, he can have the BCE railways.
Well,
Big City Engine railways.
Personally, I'd like to see a Railway Series Ferdinand, but...
Oh god, the ice cream vans are out.
That's right.
That's right!
The ice cream vans are on.
Actually, Dan, you don't understand. The Railway Series, his catchphrase was, "That's correct." They changed it. Those bastards.
Oh, the bastards.
That's correct!
He said.
But, yes, the fact works. Thomas? No, I'm not going to say that, actually. Railway Series Thomas. Railway Series Thomas. Railway Series Percy. Spell it, really. Oh,
Tomps, you say?
Billington E2. Few liveries, I don't know. What else?
Are you going to put a face
Well,
on it?
Really. Oh, fuck. So I just kind of choked on my Claire then. But, yeah, it really. A few more, but I don't really remember them.
Ben, every time you say something, I'm just going to play a little cue.
Yeah. Questions.
Are you going off of YouTube then?
Questions. There are.
No, there are questions. It's just that Ty's echoey.
Oh, Ty, don't.
Oh.
Don't echo it. It ruins everything.
Oh, hold on. Darth says there must be something. If I might ask, since you're doing 3D...
Are you making 3D face Toby, Ben? The answer is yes.
I don't really know. It could be an option, but it might be a bit later, because if anything, I've got off a project, finished them first, then I will try to just update them as I go along, really. So yeah. Also, I meant to be updating Wilbert and Boko with new faces and shit, just in case you're asking, and please don't ask again about Boko's sleeping face not working, because I've been messaged millions of times asking about it, really, so, I am aware of it, and, yeah.
How dare you not make Boko sleeping face?
So the questions from the YouTubes.
Which YouTubes?
YouTubes.
YouTube, where the smoke they pinch back. Yeah.
The first question is from Ian the Salvage Tug, and it's, how did you do the big shed? I'm assuming, Jake, that he's asking you.
I would hope so, and I found it on something that's called the Download Station, which is a program that Orange Trains has, where you can go and find user-created content, and I found that shed, and I downloaded it, and I put it in my route, and that's how I did
what?
The big shed. I know, it's revolutionary.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, okay.
I'm just feeling all done.
Second question. I have a question for Ty, Dan, and Jake, because he didn't know that you were going to be here, Neb. With my upcoming Wooden Railway series coming up, what is the one thing you three want to see that ties in with the Railway series, having to either happen to Gordon James, Henry Diesel, Flying Scotsman, or the Skarloey Railway engines?
Please, could you put bear in the story, please? I want to say it in the story.
Okay, then.
What about Patrick?
There's a bear.
I wanna see Patrick.
Ben?
Wait, I've got a question from Flo. What? Flo says, Ty, what program?
Mixcraft 6.
Mixcraft 6 Pro version.
First.
Yeah.
What do you think of Day Out of Thomas events?
They're shit.
No.
Well,
this is where I can use personal memories and one of Scene's things he told me.
Could I something in on this as well?
We can all answer. So
okay.
If we can we'll go around in the order that I see it in the chat. And at the moment, that's you, Ben. So go.
Oh, okay. Well, back in 1980s or something not 980s, about early 1990s, from the documentary I saw, it had, or it wasn't it was something anyway.
Wait, the Thomas the Tank Engine Man one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's, it was, the fat controller in it actually seemed like a controller, like he was saying, like, to the driver, oh, is he such and such late again? Oh, I'll have a speak with him later. Nowadays, the fat controllers at the Day Out with Thomas things are just like, hello children, how are you? Hello driver, fucking whatever. And they're really happy-go-lucky. And back in the early Thomas years, the Day Out with Thomases were just, they really seemed realistic in a way. Well, apart from the faces on the engine.
Well, they were real, so...
Well, you know, it felt like the Fat Controller was actually real. He wore clothes that didn't look retarded, basically.
I thought you were going to finish that he wore clothes.
As opposed to the Fat Controllers now, which just waltz around, I'm naked! And then...
And that's why Neb does
it. Children!
See me for who I truly am.
See my lovely funnel.
What would Lady Hat say about that?
6 lovely penises.
Oh, God.
Who's next to talk about the tennis?
Okay, then you, Ty, go.
Oh. Well, from what I remember, because I live up in Manchester, and the nearest heritage railway near me is the East Lancs Railway. So when I used to go to the Thomas Thingies there, which was around springtime, and I do remember as a kid instantly nitpicking that it didn't look like the one from TV. I'm a kid, and I'm not even supposed to say that, because kids are supposed to be looking at Thomas and thinking, oh yeah, he's blue, Thomas. But I was like, right, that's wrong, get out and scrap him. So
the next time Ty went to a Thomas Day Out event, he took along
Cutter's torch. And
hang on, that'll do. But yes, carry on, Ty. Oh, or not.
He's gone, carry on. So. Maybe you go then, Dan.
Ben's gone.
What's your experience?
Sorry, I got interrupted.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And then, sorry, I just wanted to finish off. Is that I've been to the Midhants Railway, which is probably the most famous one, and that I do remember when I first seen the videos and it had moving eyes, and I was like, oh, I want to see this. And when I actually finally got,
Oh, Ben's died. Well, that's fun.
Ty?
And now Ty's dead. Oh, Ben's back. Okay.
No, I'm back. So are we still...
Right. Ty's halfway through his little talk on Day Out with Thomas events.
And now he's died.
And so I'm going to get in there very quickly with my opinion of... They earn a lot of money for charity. That's a good thing, surely.
Isn't it autism awareness they raise the money for?
No, I was talking about the Heritage Railways.
But still though, don't... Like, if there was like a Thomas fundraiser, a lot of it goes to autism awareness, I believe.
No, it goes to the railways.
No, I mean, like, if...
Oh, God. Well, Daniel, it's just you and me now.
God, this is terrible.
This is... Well, and I knew this was going to happen, too. Both of their connections are very, very unreliable. But that's fine.
Shit.
So,
anyway,
Dan, go on.
We can keep this going. Right, this is something... Fine, sorry.
Oh, hello.
No, but, damn it, I was about to drag Sean in. But, doesn't matter. Ben's back. You can stay in your place, Sean. We'll have you in another week. And also, this is taking longer than I thought to answer these questions.
It's fine, we're not more than 40 minutes in. We'll wrap up soon.
Fine, Sean. You want adding in?
But I was talking about something then.
You were.
I was, but I forgot what I was saying. What was it?
No, I'm not good enough for you. Screw you.
Okay, then piss off then, Sean. Oh, he did.
Fine, go Monday was the old saying goes.
No.
Well, this is... I can cope with this. This is fine. Carry on, Ben.
Sean.
No, Sean, no. Don't come back. No.
Just when you think it's safe.
Correct, I did. Yes.
What was that about?
Doubt. Tell the Midhand Railway story.
What story?
Oh, I was gonna...
I think it was you who told me it.
What story? I don't know if I told you it, if I don't know what the story is.
Thomas earned money and nothing else did.
Well, yeah, in any given railway, if your railway doesn't take a profit for the year and every event you run doesn't make a profit, you can still almost guarantee your Thomas event will.
That's the point I was making about... They earn a fuckload of money. That he beeps out, and that one.
Yeah, because it's just kids that want to come to the railway and go, Thomas, way! And then go home.
Well, it's not just kids by that reason.
Which is no, that's not Thomas.
Oh, something's horribly gone wrong.
Little nitpicky banks get sent home.
As you were saying, Ben.
Sure. Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying now. I think. Sean, didn't you say once that Thomas, if there was a Thomas fundraiser, a lot of the money goes to autism awareness?
Yeah, they've got their own charity, I think.
Yeah. Because it's been, well, medically proven, I suppose, that Thomas does help autistic people learning, life lessons.
Yeah, I read the paper on it. It's called the effect.
Oh.
We'll need a nice shiny James whistle for that one. So
it was written by who?
Who? Is that autism awareness thing? Is that
Once
just
again, I've returned.
Is that specifically for the mid-hats, or is that Day Out in general that does that? Oh,
no, that's Hit Entertainment. Hit Entertainment.
Okay.
Oh, I see. You're right.
But of course,
Hello, Dad.
and this is something I'm gonna moan about now. There aren't as many railways doing Day Out with Thomas events, and I'm assuming that's because HIT are charging them, or the fat controllers have to go to school or something.
No, it's
art school.
It's the only thing HIT have asked for. Yes, everyone who works there's got to be CRB checked, and there is a course for fat controllers, but most railways have hire fat controllers in, so that most railways hire one in, so that's not a problem. Because you're more an independent contractor if you're a fat controller.
Okay.
But it's because HIT want the railways to be tied into 3 or 5 year contracts, and the railways don't want to commit to it, even as stupid as that is.
Oh yeah, because that sounds weird, because it's a guaranteed money earn, and they do it year after year after year.
Okay. Yeah, but you've got old men who want to run the railway and go, oh no Thomas and my railway, we don't have it round here. We play with real trains.
Yeah.
But Thomas is a real train, isn't he?
No, he's a little bastard who's fictional.
But it's a documentary, Sean.
It's an emotional roller coaster, Dan.
Okay. Next question is from Mr. Legoman86, and it is Jake/Knapford Harbour.
Oh, that's me.
Yes, it's you. Will you release this route because it's awesome? Oh, and one last thing. Movie magic.
Oh, yes. Firstly, I instantly regret...
Millie?
I instantly regret making that trailer funny because hardly nobody asked any questions. It was stupid. And secondly, yes, eventually I do plan on releasing this route. And I don't know exactly how far it'll go. I think I'll finish Tidmouth to Knapford and then tidy everything up and then maybe see if there's a site that would want to host it. But yeah, I must say it's only for Trains 12. So if you have a lesser version of Trains,
we can put that as a note. It's fine.
Yeah. So you can only ride along that route if you have the specific version that I have. So hey.
Oh, this is quite a convenient question because Sean's here. From Sutra Engine 4, why do many of the SI3D stuff not work in Trains 12? I know Gordon, Thomas, Percy, Oliver, and the trucks do, but not Bertie, D&D, B&B, and many of the classes is a bit twisted.
Yeah,
why does this happen?
PG.
Alright, I will tell you. One, I don't like Trains 12, so f*** anyone who uses it.
No.
I don't mean that.
Poor Jack.
No, I realised why the locos don't work. There's one faulty dependency, which Trains 9 finds okay, but it's why people who use 10 and 12 have a bit of a problem. I'm going to try and replace it and phase it out. You just have to bear with me.
Well, it's a matter too that Trains 12 doesn't have compatibility mode either.
Right.
Exactly. You should find that Percy works that fine, first off.
But all of the 06 models and all of that, they're all... They all can't be used.
Oh yeah, but
Same
06
with,
models are 06 models for a reason. They're shit. Just wait until we do a new one. We're not that slow.
And the same
We're
with
not as slow as now.
Toby.
Toby.
the 2009 ones as well. Like
No, Toby.
Neil and the
I'm still
S&M
really proud
engines,
of my
they don't
lottery
work.
joke.
But that's
Sorry?
fine. I said Neil and the S&M engines, they don't work. All the coaching stock and everything, that's fine.
I love that.
It's a little bit kinky.
It is.
I look at Kitty.
One for the gag reel. Right,
Who is that?
next question, and I will have to go around you in order again. How do you guys feel about Andrew Brenner coming back to the series and reintroducing the old writing style?
I'm going to answer Ty's
Firstly-
version of this. I'm going to answer Ty's.
Shut up, Ben.
No,
I'm the question master here. Ben.
No,
I think you're the surveyor master. Ben,
Oh, wait, no, you're not.
Ben.
you're the reading master.
Ben, ask
Give
him.
a
Answer the question.
master.
Answer the question, boy.
now.
Answer.
I was actually, through the Railway Mischief DVD, I was pleasantly surprised, actually. I didn't... There's some episodes like Steamy Stafford, that was a bit, shit. Yeah, like the huff, 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 chuff, chuff. Yeah, that was a bit retarded, as I said.
Yeah, but that had the best line of anyone ever.
What was that?
Hello, everybody.
Save it, darling. Okay. Is that your opinion? I'm deciding that's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion yet, Dan.
Finish quickly.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Okay. But obviously it's just kind of getting into the because he hasn't done some stories in God knows how long, about 10 years or something like that, or 20 years actually, almost. So he kind of still needs to get into the hang of it. But so far, I'm very happy that he's returned. So yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Okay then, Ty, your opinion.
Well, I just think, to be honest, at the moment it's not too much different for me than season 15, 16, 14, blah, 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 blah. It's all still the extremely childish, colourful crap. And I like it.
Luke?
It's all.
I mean, the only thing I liked is that it showed Kelsthorpe Station. That was the only thing I liked. That's
Okay.
it.
Wait,
That's it.
are
Other
you
than that,
telling me that you didn't find Luke funny?
no.
I genuinely thought that was kind of humorous.
No, Ben, I can't stand it.
You can't stand what?
Okay then, let's go
Awesome,
on to
that's
Sean.
Oh,
like
we're
it.
not done talking. This
All right.
is what radio's about. We're meant to talk about stuff.
Then you've talked enough.
I personally think it's all good and everything, but people are focusing far too much on that and not on the fact that there are plenty more things changing within the series and its production than just Andrew Brenner being the head writer. But they've got a railway
The
consultant,
railway
now,
consultant.
which is whose name is apparently now on the wiki.
Who?
I only say this because I feel like, you know, we should be appreciative of the fact that there is a correct fact on the wiki.
Oh,
It's legit.
Sean,
fair.
It's
Sean,
legit.
fucking Barry the fucking rescue engines on the wiki.
Oh, I know, because he's a legit character.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I'm probably a bit biased. I just don't like the wiki very much.
I like it for certain
A lot of us
things,
don't.
most of which I don't care about.
Okay then, Jake, your opinion. I think we answered it last week, but
Said
let's sum it
very
up in a sentence for me.
Said very enthusiastically.
Is that your sentence?
No, it's I like the direction that it's going. I like Scene said. I don't think that
Stop calling me C!
There's room for improvement, and they're making the steps, but it's not there just yet.
Okay, then. My opinion is that it's improving. It's not the old writing style, but it's improving.
It is.
It isn't, Ben.
That's a
No!
Kind of, in a way, though, kind of disappointed that
thing.
there's loads of
Something shut time.
And that's what I thought about that.
What were you going to say, Ben? Quickly.
Oh yes. Fuck it. What was it?
I don't know!
You didn't say!
No, because Ty put me up. Oh god, what was it? Oh yeah. I don't think it'll ever go back into the original kind of style of it, because that was back in the past, and children nowadays don't like call this the kind of very educational kind of stuff. Despite the fact when I was little, when I first saw season 8, I was just like, this is shit. Well, obviously I didn't say it like that, but I didn't really like it that much. That's all I can say about it. And that's when I was like 7 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I saw season 8. So, no! When I was a kid, I saw season 1. The fact that there's 7 years difference is really depressing.
Well, and it's the fact that they have to make a new train to make a wooden model out of so that they can make their money in every season. And that needs to stop, I think. There's better ways to do that.
But
I think
there's room. I think there's room to have more characters, like one per season, as long as it's only one per season and it's a decent character.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually keep them going, if you know what I mean. Other than just one appearance and just like, fuck off.
They
really
need to have something new that changes the status quo in a way.
Neville,
so they have it's a
example.
different dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has a purpose in the actual stories. Like, he isn't just like some generic engine that goes... Like, if Marklin was introduced, I could understand that, because he's like a freight engine and he shunts the drugs, and I don't think there's really any other engine that does that specifically, I suppose.
Specifically.
I know how they could change.
Sorry.
I know how they could change the status quo. Get Francis Rossi to write for them.
I know that was coming.
I'm back.
Who's Francis Rossi?
I heard something.
Francis Rossi.
All I heard was Ross. That's all I heard.
Let's have the next question, which is, what are your thoughts on the King of the Railway trailer?
Wank.
Ben?
Well...
Keep it short!
I know,
Lighten up.
the animation was... And I've said this before, the animation could be improved, but as I said, it's probably just still a work in progress, despite season 16 or 17. But overall, I'm not looking forward to it in the sense of story. Well, it's not going to be like to entertain me, it's just kind of see where it's going to go, if you know what I mean. If it's going to introduce new locations, obviously it is, but if it has some kind of significance in the whole Thomas universe, I suppose. But yeah, overall, King of the Railway, I'm not hyped on it, but I'm not like, oh, this is shit, kind of, if you get what I mean.
What part of keep it short do you not understand?
Sure.
Keep it short.
Keep it short,
Like
goddammit, Sean.
Sean?
Like you know.
It looks okay.
Jake?
Yeah. Not anything special.
Oh, just hang on.
I'm looking for... No, Ty, you had your turn.
No. I'm put off by the how they get to the castle, where they have to spiral up that big mountain.
And then the
I'm
drawbridge.
sorry, but their standard gauge engine's it's not a bloody theme park, and it's not narrow gauge or anything. Or it's not the Caldy Fell.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this for one reason and one reason only.
Coming, sir.
That's
Millie.
Stephen, because I like the fact that they have history.
Surprise!
I may be
Millie.
not that old.
Coming, sir.
Do you remember Knights in Shining Armour?
No, love, I don't want to tell me.
I may be old, but not that old.
But it's proper history, and I think that's what Thomas should... An aspect of... It is. Stephen is a piece of history.
I know, but is it actually going to be Stephenson's rocket?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
really doubt
much care.
Well, Dennis wasn't...
Just if you care about it, because there's history in it.
Dennis wasn't the prototype, was he? Because there was only one of that diesel made.
Yeah, but obviously Stephen's going to be a piece of history. He's brought in to be restored and act as this piece of history. He's actively referred to as historical by the fact that they are
saying history.
I like history. Anyway, before I
I got a question. Just a question. Someone asked me on my Thomas and the Trucks video. May I use this theme for my upcoming video? I shall credit for you, Tyrone. I love the themes and the 2010 models. Amazing work. And all I'm going to say, go fudge yourself and get the fudge out, because I ain't fudging helping.
I can't stand
a simple
kiss asses.
no would have sufficed.
Oh,
no.
Florence has a question in the stream.
no, I'm the question master.
No,
Damn it,
I am. How did you get into Thomas the Tank Engine? Suck it, Dan. Actually, don't suck it. I've often not.
So how did you get into Thomas the Tank Engine, Ben? You cat rapist.
That's not weird.
Well, I just watched it as a kid.
Oh,
really. Hello. I kind of.
That'll do, that's fine. We're not going any further.
I didn't say anything.
You said you watched it as a kid. That's an acceptable answer.
Nostalgia.
No.
Ty, how did you get into Thomas the Tank
Fuck you,
Engine?
Dan.
I like Teletubbies first.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's just because I like trains and that. So I've got bought some of the tapes, got some of the toys, and then I was hooked. That's it.
Okay. Jake. Sorry, that's
the same.
my order.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it as a kid, and then I'm still watching it. So something's obviously wrong with me.
Well, I was given a old VHS tape by my older cousin, and I watched it, and I was hooked. I watched it, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute, and I watched it after that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
That's pretty swell. Well, that's pretty nice, Sean.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Wheeze.
And I think I was pretty much the same. You just watch it when you're a child, and then you never let it go.
No, actually, I didn't give two shits about Thomas when I was about in between about 12 and about 12 and 14.
You're not supposed to at that age. We're not
I know, but then I got
back.
But then I got.
The fact that we've got a radio show about this is a little disturbing, all said and done. There we
Tell everyone at school about it. Yeah, you should get it
Next question, Dan.
Okay, then the next two questions are apparently aimed at me. The first, because it actually says this question is for Dan. So, firstly, is there a track plan you base your layout on? No. It's all imagination, and I don't have a layout. Just sets. The second one is asked by me, but I think anyone can answer this pretty much. What's your favourite Bachmann model?
Edward.
Can we all answer?
Yes.
Can we all answer this?
Yeah.
Go on, Dan. What is it?
My favourite is the one from the ones I've got. Probably Edward.
Because that face is fucking brilliant.
Goodbye.
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 Wait, Dan's still going?
Wait,
No.
What?
No, yes.
He said
Okay.
idiot.
Well, farewell, sure. Don't even say
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Bye, Jordan.
Ty, what's your
See
favourite?
ya.
Bye, Joseph. I'll take it fairly. Travel.
Ty, what's your favourite Bachmann model?
Well, looking at me collection now, I'd probably say Henry.
You're taking a look at them now, because there's
It's just an
empty space.
Yes.
It's
Sorry.
It's either Henry or Edward. Yeah.
Okay then. Anyone else want to?
Or Toby.
Ooh.
I reckon mine is probably the Somerset and Dorset 7F.
Okay then. Fine. Be like that, you dick.
Be like that. Get away from Thomas, will you? Shunt.
Yeah, what? You absolute shunt.
I didn't come here to talk about Thomas, on Sudrian Radio.
But no, Sean, I don't like the face on that.
No.
It's a bit.
Is,
It's a bit
Kinky,
pointy.
Jake, do you have an answer, or?
I don't have any Bachmann models, so I'd have to say it's Duck. Okay, it's Duck.
Okay.
It's just stuck. Okay.
oh no. Hang on. I
Stop
would say,
quoting that bloody video.
Okay.
See,
The next question.
why are all these bloody
I'd
questions?
also probably say Diesel. That face, it's gay. I don't like it.
So that's So that's your favourite Bachmann model, but the
No.
But the face is gay.
It's one of them because the face. Because the
CGI
face
Diesel
is,
face is terrible as it is. There's so much space round it, it looks like Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Without being that's certainly horrible to Down syndrome people. That's what it looks like.
next
a
question.
really good time, John.
Next question. Does Jake sometimes call himself Gordon to mess with you? Yes, he does. The next question is, do you think you can complete some models for trains, like requests?
What?
Headboard.
Hello.
Joke episode.
Don't care anymore.
Penis.
I've got
Wheeze.
a cough.
Generic coughing.
I cannot do it.
So what's the answer to that from Ben?
What did he ask?
Do you think you can complete some models for trains, like requests?
Depends.
Okay.
Depends if I feel into it. If I have no other projects, I'll request.
Get arrested for that sort of thing, Ben.
Ben, don't get off topic. We're talking about trains, man.
Hello, cheeky.
God, you've been hanging around with Lewis way too long now, mate.
That's one too many trips to the fair for you, young man.
The menage a trois, Joseph.
So it depends on if you can feel into it. Ty, would you complete some models for train?
No.
Nope. I
Nope.
think he's dead.
Okay, I'm taking that as a response from everyone.
No.
I don't take
what about
requests,
you,
and
Dan?
everyone should know that. I find it difficult enough to finish the ones that I want to do.
Yeah, that's basically how I feel about mine now.
Well, and
As long as you got
it's
the
been the
fucking-
same problem for years and years. We should be able to do what we want when we want to do it, and not have to be pressured by any outside sources to release content on time, quote unquote.
Well, it depends. It's actually, yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
It'd be nice to make something and it not automatically be seen as SI3D or Sudrian community content. That'd be nice. I should be able just to make something because I wanted to make it, then someone to see it in a screenshot and go, "Oh my god, when's that being released?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next question, which isn't from YouTube but from Flo, is who's better, LNER or LMS?
Neither.
LMS, I'd say.
Can I guess what you're going to say, Sean?
Southern Railway kicks all their asses.
I knew it.
Yes, but that's not LNER or LMES. LMES.
The LMS!
Oh, he's invented a new railway!
LMS.
You
LMS.
see the new railway, yes.
That's far away!
Have
Over...
you seen the new railway yet? It goes to the castle.
Or to the
I
mine!
don't like it.
It's like the fucking Colby Fell!
Oh god.
Okay then.
Oh yes,
What are we talking about?
Well, someone answered that question.
Yes. What do you think, Dan. Is it Dan next or no?
I don't know. Ben, did you actually give an answer?
Yeah, see, LMS.
Okay then. Jake.
I'd also say LMS.
Ty.
He's dead.
Okay then. Me,
What?
LMS probably. But
Oh, I thought you were kind of going like, oh, to me.
Deluded.
but
As you always do.
but
Shucks.
that's only because Great Western wasn't on the list. Because I like engines that will
Yeah.
look identical.
Great Western, probably, yeah.
Great Western slogan: if you like one engine, you'll like them all.
Hooray!
If you like a certain GWR engine, you'll like them all.
Oh, no,
And
Yes, you will.
the last question is a question. Not last question. That's a lie. The second to last question is a question for Jake
Oh,
from. So does NWR Steam.
oh.
I don't want to be busy anymore. Who can I be?
Did he actually caps lock everything?
Yes.
My answer to you, George, is I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. Probably. You know what? No, you are Birdie now. I'm sorry. That's it.
You're Betty. Okay.
You're Birdie.
He can
It's
be
Birdie.
Jeebus. He can be Jeebus. Leave him alone.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
this
then.
is true.
And the last.
G-bus.
Oh.
Yes.
The bus.
A G-bus. It's like, he's got a little like beard and stuff like Jesus, and it's a bus with a halo. It's all dressed in white.
As voiced by a 12-year-old. Oh god, it's lovely.
It's the G-bus.
It's the Jeebus.
And the last question is, what do you think of the CGI seasons as a whole? And what were the best episodes from the CGI seasons prior to season 17? So we'll start with Ty.
Okay. Oh, wait, what? It's time.
Okay then, Ty's given his answer. Ben, what
Best episode...
before season 17?
Yeah. Fuck knows. Probably Don't Bother Victor just because of the Skarloey engines, because they look fucking brilliant.
Okay then,
And as a... No, I need to give my opinion on the whole CGI series.
I was going to say, can you
Shit,
keep it
except
short?
for the animation.
Okay, Sean.
I don't know because I haven't seen 90% of them. I would hope it's not one of the ones. It's one of the ones I haven't seen because I think it's a sad state of affairs if it's one of the ones I have.
It is so sad. So sad. It's a sad situation.
Oh dear.
Dan?
I'm sorry.
Dan?
Yes.
Aaron and Florence asked a question in the live stream.
Yes, I'm getting to that, Ben.
Oh.
Oh no, how are you rude? Oh.
Ben has that profile pic because he's an FGT.
Okay then. And
Yeah.
Jake,
No.
your opinion on CGI Tamas?
I quite
I'm
liked.
back.
Oh god, I liked the one. Even though the story was shit and the characters were awful, I liked seeing Thomas and Betty again together in that one episode where they put Birdie on a flatbed and took him round. It was a horrible episode. Everything was bad about it, but it was
Completely
nice.
defied the point of a bus.
It was nice seeing those two characters in the same room together again. So, yeah.
Alright,
Same
I will do
room.
then.
They were having tea
They were
at the
indeed.
table.
Thomas
On
was
the
his
Shake
way to-
Shack Bridge.
That reminds
And he went to Brendan room.
This is something I'm going to... Ty, what was your favourite CGI episode before season 17?
I've hardly watched any of them,
That's alright.
so I don't know.
What's your opinion on it as a whole?
What, of the CGI stuff?
Yes.
I like the models on that. Shut up. But the faces could have be a bit improving. They look a bit like anime to me. The eye, like the pupils are massive.
Gordon's eyes, especially,
And,
far too big.
I'm sorry. I
Gordon.
don't see the pupils on the actual models.
Oh no, don't debate!
Oh no!
This is what a radio show is about, debating.
What? Debating.
I beg your pardon.
I'm nothing against
hello.
debating, but keep it.
Debating mass, Ben.
Yes.
I'm the debating master.
No.
Just as you're the questions master now.
No, but just another thing is that I wish they change the backgrounds, because all the backgrounds, all you ever see is like really stick thin trees and huge mountains. Like, it just takes away that kind of a British kind of look, if you get what I mean.
Okay. And I haven't seen most of the CGI things, and I don't remember it if I did watch them, so I'm not going to give an opinion. Though I wish they'd done more with the human characters, you know, because like the Dowager Hat and Fat Controller, they have comic potential.
The hats were hatless.
That's the only few good lines in the series.
Well, they've just given me this gravy and they take out that Chinese stuff.
Okay, time.
No.
Right.
Stupid cat.
Now we're going
moving swiftly on
into... Oh god, Don asked a question as well. Best built express engine of all time without bias towards favourite railways.
I don't know. Black 5, I suppose.
Sorry, pardon?
Black 5.
That's not an express engine.
The 5MT for mixed traffic.
Wait, no,
yeah,
wait,
you
what?
noob.
Best built. There
you go.
I misread. Fuck it, I don't know. I don't know, A3.
Okay. Ty?
I know nothing about trains, so all I'm going to say is Spencer, because he's the fastest engine in the world.
In the world!
Okay then. Sean?
It's hard to get past my own bias. Probably either the Princess Coronation or the Castle.
Wait, was the Mickey Mouse that was a mixed traffic, wasn't it?
Yes.
2MT?
Yeah, I just call it Mickey Mouse because Mickey Mouse is funny.
Jake?
I'd probably say the LMS Princess class.
Okay. Because I know nothing about railways apart... I quite like the Blue Pacifics. I'm sorry.
Really?
Oh, well, thank you, Dan.
I
Thanks.
think they look a bit... Yeah.
So you're messing with railway specialists there.
No, that's what I wanted to say, but only because of my own bias, and I don't think I could actually say it with certain volition. I do love them. They got a lot of character.
They just... Yeah.
They break man's arms. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Next question. I hope they stop. What is important for a good video?
Porn.
Ben?
Yeah.
Porn.
Breasts, I'd say.
Ty.
Mm-hmm.
That thing will gape it and spit in it.
Jake?
Yeah, porn.
Jake?
Well, trains.
Conflict.
Trannies, he says.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite season of all time. The last season of Blackadder.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think season 2 of The Office, that went pretty well.
It is.
Ty?
She4.
Okay.
I'm the only one who doesn't like...
Favourite RWS book?
Enterprise and Engines.
Okay then, Ty?
Tank Engine Thomas again.
Sean?
I honestly don't know.
Sean was making his mind up about something.
No, I'm not making my mind up. I've just decided I don't know, and that's it.
And Jake?
Probably Mountain Engines.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I don't know. I'm quite fond of mainline engines.
Wait, which
you certainly have a type.
Pardon? What?
I said, well, you certainly have a type.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
At least I'm not fond of the little old engine.
Oh no!
No.
Dan, was mainline engines above Edward's exploit in it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that one as well, actually.
Okay,
But
then.
Still,
Which streamlining looks better, Coronation or A4?
Coronation.
Coronation.
I'm inclined to agree.
Looks like
Yeah.
a bathtub. Yeah. It looks better, but yeah.
It was less effective, but it just looks so awesome and like awe-inspiring, the entire thing.
What about Spencer, the fastest engine in the world?
Oh, Spencer can fuck off.
But that's the end of the stream and chat. Fuck it all. End it now.
Okay. Goodbye, ladies and gents. See you in 2 weeks.